I think 13, 14,000 when I came. Then now they've grown to big, and also got a lot of competition. But we look at what the trend going to be, how we can, accomplish to change certain situation to fit into the Salem flow, but getting more kind of competition.
It's been incredible, especially in the Mexican industry. I think right now Salem has easily 20 to 30 Mexican restaurants, plus taquerias all over the place. So it has grown immensely.
I don't know, the food business got very commercialized. In 1980, that's when we went through a really tough recession, and we also had the extreme growth of fast food restaurants, all the Burger Kings and McDonald's and all that stuff. And oddly enough, you wouldn't think that that would impact a dinner house such as the Colonial House, but people try them. And so I certainly knew they were around. Not that they drove us out of business by any stretch of imagination, but there was a huge influx of a variety of kinds of restaurants. And
the Mexican food is our specialty, and the way that we prepare our sauces, it's completely different to pretty much all the other restaurants. The sauces that we put on the enchilada, as an example, is 3 different sauces, and most of the Mexican restaurants, they only use one sauce. So we make it a little different.
When I first started, our menu would consist of this. If you were to come out and order, say, a fried chicken dinner, you would sit down, and to your table, a busser or a waitress would come, and she would have a relish dish, and on it were carrots, celery, radishes, some olives, and then she would come back and take your order, and you were given a choice of soup or salad. No, excuse me, you were not given a choice. You got soup, and then you got salad, and then your entree consisted of your fried chicken, which would take 45 minutes, and you had a twice stuffed baked potato and a vegetable, and then after dinner you were given a dessert, and your choices of dessert were usually deep dish apple pie, ice cream, the pie of the day, which oftentimes was lemon, and sometimes some other kind, and that was your dinner.
I've been in food service now 60 some years, and I accumulate certain things I was doing, like a curry. I make the best curry, and it's international. It is not just you get it from the store powder. No, much more than that. And then we get organic meat. Try to get it, but now we can get it anymore. Seems that we get emu, horse station, venison, and buffalo. We try to continue in doing that.
And in those days, we had charge accounts. When I first started, you could come up to the cash register at the end of the bar, and we had a stack of checks, and there was a check for every bank in town. So you could just pick out if it was Pioneer Trust or U.S. Bank or First National, you just pick out a blank check, fill it out, and pay your bill with that check if you didn't bring your own check. It was very, very common. It was before credit cards got going. And we also had a lot of house charge accounts. I probably had, probably 50 that I did on a monthly basis. That people, some lobbyists, some business owners, some doctors, a variety of people that that had charge accounts, but I never had a bad check. And then, of course, when we got into credit cards, I'd have to go to the bank and buy money to give the girls tips because everything was on a credit card, and you had to get money to give the girls their gratuities. So.
Sitting management.
Mm-hmm.
This is the front desk, got a panel. This is sub panel.
Okay.
And the dining room got 1, 2. So that way when you want to see people, you sit on there, then we know which you occupy. This is like a traffic light. Green means as you can see people. Red, steady means already set. Red, frosting means you're a complete service. So each set, like a boss person look at this like, oh, this is already complete service. We can clean the table as much as we can until they left. Will be less work to do. So more efficient and understanding. Just communicate without sound, sign like a kitchen. I got a board there to order. If we short of the stuff, push the light. And also, when the food ready, we'll call the waitress.
Thank you. Oh yeah. Okay. So if the light's on,
That means we short of this. We need this.
we need it.
We maybe only one package, so we need it. So it doesn't need to look for me. Doesn't need to find a pencil. Doesn't need to find people. After you got this, where to put? See, this is why. But there is still got some special not there.
Sure.
Okay.
What?
Getting up
Yeah.
early in the morning, about 6 in the morning, come in and help, either doing tortillas or helping in the kitchen, checking the sales from the night before, going back to the house, taking a shower, eating breakfast, coming back over here, work for a little bit, go home, come back. You know, that's the way the restaurant business works.
We always had white tablecloths and white napkins. We had, after a while, when my laundry bill got so high, I finally went out and bought 2 washers and 2 dryers, and I think I went through 3 mangles. Most people now don't even know what a mangle is, but a mangle was for flatware. And in the upstairs of the restaurant, I had an office, and I also had big tables that we could lay our linen on and run them through the mangle. So, and I had a lady that came in and every morning, and she would put loads of laundry in, the tablecloths and napkins, and then while everything was going, she'd be downstairs vacuuming and cleaning, and then put everything away when time came. But
it represents the I don't know what's the word, the Aborigine from my country. That's the way they dress, from the state that I am from, which is Michoacan. The Indians, that's the way they dress up. And the carrying of, they carry their, in the old days, I don't know if they still do it, but in the old days they used to carry this thing with fruit on top of them, you know, working and doing things. And that's what that lady represents my estate.
Because I got a skill is a little bit unusual. I can debone a chicken 97 seconds.
You can debone a chicken in 97 seconds.
Yes, and also I can go a little bit higher level. I can do it, take it longer, blindfold. I still got my finger.
We are a family of 8 brothers and 1 sister, and the first that came in were just two brothers and a cousin, and we had 2 younger brothers that help us start the business. And at the beginning, we didn't have very much money. So what we did at the beginning, we didn't give anybody any salary. So if we go to the movies, we will use money from the restaurant to go to the movies. The food that we ate, was pretty much at the restaurant constantly until the restaurant started growing, and then everybody started getting their own salary and everything. So it was sort of a family affair in a way, where we put everything together so we can succeed. And that was the hardest part.
Time I work every day there. How many days I work?
7 days a week.
I got my 8 days off. Oh, I got 4 days off anyway. Christmas, Thanksgiving, 4th of July, Memorial Day coming.
Marie lived across the street with her husband, who is a painter, and their home was now where there's a PGE substation there, and they lived there and raised their children. Was a German lady, and from Germany, from Hamburg, Germany, and she and her husband were living somewhere out in South Salem, and then he eventually died, and she moved into there were some small apartments close by that are still there. They're kind of across the street from what's now the waste management operation down the road, and so she lived there and just walked to work. So, but Marie worked there for probably, I don't know. She must have worked there for maybe 25 years or so, and Maria was there for many, many years, and we had a number of ladies that worked in the kitchen as dishwashers, as prep cooks, as and they were just local people that lived around, and
So how many people can you see now?
500.
500.
You will occupy every. Yeah.
That's a lot.
City Hall only 85 city.
You've expanded a little bit.
customers that I knew, and I had customers that came 5 nights a week to the restaurant. As regular as clockwork, 5 nights a week. One of them, Vic Williams, I named a room after him. It was called the Williams Room. It was a small banquet room, and he ate there every night. And the one night we were closed, I would take him out to dinner. And we'd generally go for some Chinese food, which he liked, down to Albany. But he was a very, very wonderful man, a good friend. And
so you're going to be retiring, I hear,
Yes.
very soon.
Yes.
What will you miss the most?
The people. You see people every day here doing business, and I'm sure that I'm gonna miss a lot of people, a lot of good people.